20 teams. One war. Only one survives! Yo! Yo! They're coming for blood! They're coming for glory! 20 deep in the fight for the top of the story! No peace, no rest! It's a battlefield night! Only one alliance left when we turn off the lights! JWA! Fight for supremacy!
With the relegation of the Academy of Angle, we are immediately debuting our new team in JWA. And who the hell is the leader of this squad? Now, it's not going to be Austin Theory. We already discussed earlier on in the night with him. Who's this, though? Come on. Oh, my goodness. Chris Jericho is now a part of JWA. I mean, who saw this coming? I certainly didn't. Welcome, Y2J. And we saw on the back of his jersey there, it said T3D. Huh. I wonder what that could mean, as of course, the bravado of Chris Jericho still alive and well. And we're going to hand him a live microphone as he takes off his shirt. And we shall see what Jericho has to say. This is going to be very interesting, folks. What an acquisition, though, for JWA. Huge! I am Chris Jericho, and I am JWA. And the third degree will take over. Let me introduce to you my mid-card talent. Oh my God, it's Christian! That's how you do it, all right? That's how you say that Christian's back, WWE. Oh my goodness. Yeah! Now, my tag team. Who's the tag team? Oh! It's the Dudleys! The Dudleys have finally made their way to JWA. Talk about some EC dub. I mean, these guys. Christian was an ECW champion. Jericho got his start in ECW. And prepare for the third degree. Oh my God, the third degree is here in JWA, and they are going to start it out here tonight. Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley going to go up against, it looks like, the Influence. Austin Creed and I Show Speed in, of course, a tables match to start this shit out. I am pumped. My goodness. Hopefully you guys enjoy the third degree as the new tag team. They got a lot of catching up to do. That's why they get, some matches here to start it out with Bubba driving Austin Creed down. But Speed over there showing his speed against Devon Dudley as Austin Creed now with some kicks and punches of his own. Now, the Dudleys have been everywhere except JWA. They're going to have to learn how to really wrestle here. I mean, Austin Creed has been here for a little bit. Hasn't really had a big impact quite yet, but a victory over the debuting Team 3D. And I'm talking about the third degree. Could be exactly what the doctor ordered, as Speed just pounding on Devon's head, and a big no. Austin Creed with the amateur wrestling of Creed here. Up, up, down, down, left, right, center. As Speed calling for the springboard move. Oh my goodness, now this is all good for them, but they gotta get the wood. They gotta get the tables. As Austin Creed whiffs on the frog splash. As there goes Speed as well. Devon, very veteran maneuver, rolling out of the ring. Devon and Speed as Bubba Ray still getting his ass kicked here. Big shot to the arm. Now, Austin Creed looks to go for the table. Now, this is where things get spicy, though. As Bubba Ray and Devon, I mean, do they know anything more than a good table? As Creed throwing Bubba back into the ring. Watch out for a Bubba bomb quickly, though, as Bubba going right for Austin Creed, as you see Devon outside, going for a Devon bomb onto the apron. My God! But Austin Creed in the center of the ring with that springboard Hurricane Rana-esque DDT. He's going to set up the table. This could be it. The Third Degree can flame out as quickly as they came. As Austin Creed, though, getting thrown into the table. This could do it. Bubba Ray throwing him into the table. It's over just like that. Team 3D picks up a big victory. The Third Degree is here to stay. As what a performance from both of them. I mean, they did get their booties kicked a little bit. Good on the influence. But the Third Degree just doing what they do best. Putting people through tables. As we continue on. Glad to see these guys doing good. But in our next matchup, we've got... Who is this? Who the hell is this? It's Daniel Bryan! Of course, the Underground hasn't performed necessarily amazing as of late. But we will take it. Hopefully Daniel Bryan can take them from the Underground up to the top of the leaderboard as he's crawling his way to the ring. Now this is, I'm getting reports from our higher ups, this is going to be a #1 contenders battle royal. Now, of course, the Grave Riders shooting up the leaderboard later on in episode 3 with a big victory from The Undertaker in 2 back-to-back wins, getting him the title as Big Van Vader, part of the Final Breed. Again, another team that's kind of been not great, but Vader could do some big work here. Solo Sikoa of the Iron Tribe, another team other than the tag team division. I mean, Amal and Akam have been doing some fine work as we've got Wade Barrett, the Next World Order mid-card talent. He's been doing some pretty good work, but they really need to have that decisive victory. We shall see. And we've got the new debuting Christian, ladies and gentlemen. Love some Christian. Look at those tights. It says 3D, but also kind of looks like his old logo. I mean, that's some top-notch design. Credit to them, but Christian is trying to, you know, pick up exactly where the Third Degree of Bubba Ray and Devon left off with a big victory. Could you imagine them sweeping in their first real show? But anyway, here we go, as we've got all these men in the ring, as Barrett going against Christian there, but Christian, of course, fighting it off against Cross, though, and there goes Christian! All right. Well, Christian, it was nice seeing you, my man. But unfortunately, you are the first to be eliminated. That's a bummer for him. But Barrett working on Bryan now. Will he eliminate him? Now this... Uh-oh. Come on, Bryan, hold on. I want to make some big news here. But this Battle Royal, of course, is for the #1 contender for the U.S. title. And that will be defended on JWA's first ever branded pay-per-view, Double Down, where all losing points, as there goes Barrett, are worth double. And there will be a big Royal Rumble, and every elimination is +1 point. So you can end up losing, but still get yourself a very good amount of points. So that will be JWA Double Down later in this video, as Barrett not going to be a part of it, unfortunately. Will Bryan be the next one eliminated? He's going to hold on for dear life here. As will Karrion Kross do anything? Our cross-dressers, if you will. But uh-oh. Throwing up and down the hard way, right on his back near the apron. But Big Van Vader going against Karrion Kross. The Grave Riders desperately need the win, but a running power slam from Vader. And missing on the boot there is Solo Sikoa, raking the back of the big man. Daniel Bryan now has Solo, but Solo, I love you, Solo. Big power bomb to Karrion Kross. Vader has his sights set on the Samoan. But will they work together? Daniel Bryan on the ropes now. Daniel Bryan in trouble. The Underground desperately needs a big win. As, Vader and Solo working together to eliminate the Underground's Daniel Bryan. A fan favorite team really not performing up to what they should be, but down to 3 here. As Solo swinging the arm and an arm drag and a stomp as well. As, my goodness, Vader trying to eliminate Solo now. Will the Grave Riders? Why is Karrion Kross doing that? Kind of seems silly, but the Grave Riders really could use some more points, but the Grave Riders are not going to get it as Karrion Kross is now eliminated down to 2. The Iron Tribe and the Final Breed. One of these 2 will face Shawn Michaels of Rated R. And I have been noticing Rated R has not had, a little bit of a lag there. Rated R's tag team of Matt and Jeff Hardy really haven't been programmed on the show too much. Hopefully we can get those 2 back in. Of course, Edge last episode, was it last episode? No, it was 2 episodes ago. Took down the Money in the Bank briefcase. And there goes Solo! So the Final Breed, Van Vader, is going to be your winner and #1 contender. Yeah! Oh, yeah! You'll love to see that. Oh, God, here comes Gunther again. What does he have to say? He said everything. Enough, Gunther. Stay in the back. You lost your United States Championship. All right, let's see what he has to say.
AJ Styles, you butted your head in business you shouldn't have. I want you out here now.
He wants AJ here now, and here is AJ. Of course, distractions led to a loss.
You're damn right I did, Gunther. You've been messing with my team for far too long. And I'm here to beat your ass.
Oh!
Me and you, one-on-one. You win. I never touch the New Age again. But if I win, I want the one thing you love. Your silly, long hair.
What?
I accept.
What the hell? If Gunther wins, AJ has to shave his head. But if... Wait, what the hell? It is a hair versus exile match at Double Down later in the video. That's insane. I'm very hyped for that one. But we have ourselves a triple threat matchup right now for the #1 contender for the Undertaker's championship. Now here comes none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the Underground King in CM Punk. We talked about it earlier, how the Underground really hasn't busted through, but maybe after a big victory here, just like last week with the Grave Riders, the Undertaker took that momentum, brought it all the way to not only a title shot, but a title victory, and CM Punk could do the very same right here, right now. Now, of course, if you guys are enjoying this series, what we are up to 4 episodes and no sign of stopping, please let me know in the comments what you guys think we should change, what we should add, what teams you want to see in the future, and of course, like, share, and subscribe. The Underground would really appreciate it. So would I. And I promise I won't make fun of AEW Fight Forever. As Punk just playing to the crowd here. I am getting word, of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin will be a part of this matchup. I mean, he held the title for a very good while. So watch out for Stone Cold. And the third is none other than a man that declared last week to renounce the rights of Legacy Reborn. And here comes Stone Cold looking as scary as ever. But Legacy Reborn no more, as Randy Orton has made his claim for a new team. And once he makes his way out, we will give you more information. The only information I really have is that Randy is the team leader of a new team focused around Venom. the new leader of Venom. Here he is, Randy Orton. I don't know who else is a part of this. So I guess we will see throughout the night, or potentially throughout the episode, what's going on with Randy Orton and his psyche. But I mean, looking at him now, he looks as scary as ever. I think maybe Legacy Reborn was doomed to fail, and he knew it. So he made the decision to become more venomous, as Randy Orton, CM Punk, and Stone Cold Steve Austin gonna be going up in a triple threat, Falls Count Anywhere, Extreme Rules matchup to see who will be the new #1 contender for the belt, as Stone Cold going on the offensive end. As you can see, my friend is online. Gonna have to blur that out, unfortunately for him. Sorry, no free publicity here at JWA. I'm gonna put a fake sponsor up instead. Brought to you by whatever the Dude Wipes. I'm gonna put Dude Wipes. As Stone Cold Steve Austin going for the small package to steal the victory. What? No, not even a 1 count, as Orton was getting beat up to start this matchup, but he is getting back. He is striking hot now. And a big slam on the neck. That's gonna hurt tomorrow. Hell, it might hurt right now, as Stone Cold giving the big ham hocks to Randy, but Randy has him scouted. And I think Randy here probably thinks, you know, Stone Cold, you had your opportunity. Now go to the back of the line. It is my time, and my time is now. Wink, wink. Maybe there's some other new teams coming in the future, as Stone Cold went for the sledgy. Speaking of sledgy, Triple H's team at last place, and potentially next episode, they will be in a relegation match. Could you imagine Triple H, Batista, and the young duo of Ethan Page and Javon Evans being eliminated so early on, as some brain cells may have just been eliminated from Randy Orton? But looking at the, after the Infinity Force won their matchup, they're higher up on the rankings now. Who truly would be the next worst team other than Revolution? It's got to be a team that really hasn't made much of an impact. I'm trying to think here, and while we are doing this episode, I'm going to check the rankings. I have a special ranking thing on my phone because I'm a crazy man. And that's just how I do things around here, okay? As Orton on the shoulders of Stone Cold Steve Austin. As look at Punk with the springboard maneuver. So the only other team would be the Masked Order. Of course, led by Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix, Kalisto a part of that, and Penta. I gotta say, Penta didn't get his U.S. title against Gunther. He lost against him there. Really haven't done anything. So now that I see that, let's put a matchup together here. Let's put Rey Mysterio, try to give his team an opportunity for some points against the Infinity Force's Hurricane. Two masked icons. Gonna go one-on-one later in the show here. So, who knows? Maybe Rey can finally get a point for his team and not be a part of the relegation matchup. Now, did I say relegation? Sometimes they say regulation. I'm like, that's not right, you dumbass. As Randy hulking up, getting right into CM Punk's face here. But not every relegation matchup will be a War Games match. That was just a special one. All of them will be, different. It could be 3 different matchups. It could be 4 different matchups. It could be every single star, and whoever wins the majority wins. It could be a 3 stages of hell. Who knows? But look at Stone Cold fighting off CM Punk here. Gonna try to make the matches a little longer. I cut a little too much out, as Stone Cold going for the pin. 1, 2, and kick out at 2 for Randy. Of course, Randy's been a part of some insane wars in the past, and he wants to bring that style. And with Legacy Reborn, Chavo Guerrero, Curtis Hennig, and Davey Boy Smith have all been cut from their contracts. The president of JWA, the unseen forces above, just made that decision. Do I agree with it? Who knows? Of course, they can always come back in new teams later on. I think I had a little bit of a voice crack there. Make fun of me in the comments if you want. But, you know, Kurt Angle could come back. Braun Breaker / Steiner could come back. Tyler Bates could come back. D'Lo could come back. You never know with JWA, and that's what makes this series so much fun to make, and I hope it's so much fun to watch. Randy Orton now dragging CM Punk to the ropes, but Punk gonna fight it off here as Stone Cold Steve Austin gonna use his big maneuvers to whip on a kick. But look at Randy now! Big mud hole! That's a Stone Cold move if I ever saw one, as everyone outside of the ring now. This is where danger really comes to pass, as CM Punk just slamming the chair down, but didn't see Randy behind him with the kendo stick. Now these two men, oh, come on, Punk. Taunting. That's going to come back to bite him later on, I would assume. As big punches from CM Punk, and there it is right there. You don't taunt. Oh, come on. Orton, I was just saying, everybody's taunting. Stone Cold throwing up the birds. Stone Cold now whiffs on that knee again. Maybe stop throwing it. But Orton with the elbows, stopping him. This is just a absolute barn burner, slobber knocker, titty knocker. What? CM Punk going after Orton on the nearly the unpadded zone, but thank goodness for Orton's back that there was some padding at least. But CM Punk looking to pad the damage as he's got another kendo stick. Oh, but look at the Luthen's press and the stomping blows right to the face. But Orton scouting. Look at all these guys. Uh-oh, Punk now. 1, 2, 3. No! Kicks out at 2.999. And he's going to get a chair for his troubles. As Stone Cold Steve Austin now on top of the chair and the submission. Is he going to tap him out? Uh-oh, but no. No, the Anaconda Vice. Speaking of Venom, the Anaconda Vice. But look at Stone Cold with the stunner. The Rattlesnake versus the Viper versus the Anaconda. 2, but Orton kicks out. Are you kidding me? What a matchup! Big slam down from CM Punk as Stone Cold looking to take this away and get his title back around his shoulder. And an RKO out of nowhere! Orton with the pin! 1, 2, no! The Rattlesnake was playing dead. What an insane... Are we going to get a go to sleep? No, Orton had that scouted. So Punk the only one not to hit his finisher on the outside as, taking the knee out of Randy. Basically taking the venom out of the snake as he throws a kendo stick at him. These two bald bastards know how to fight. I'm not saying CM Punk doesn't, though, as he's going to rise back to his feet. Watch out for the throw of a kendo stick, though. Look at CM Punk just continuously not really taking this opportunity seriously with more taunting. As Stone Cold going to throw CM Punk away again. What the hell? What the hell? Big slam down and... Can somebody get the lighting guy? What the hell is happening? Very odd, but CM Punk going after the rated R... Nope. I was going to say rated R superstar. He was part of the rated RKO as a big slam down to CM Punk. And look at the fingers. Everybody. This is a huge matchup. And you're going to keep taunting like this. CM Punk getting thrown away like old garbage. Randy and Stone Cold. Oh my goodness, onto the outside. They haven't been in the inside of the ring in a good long while. As CM Punk picking up the kendo stick. But Orton trying to pick up a victory. Oh my God, the kendo stick between the eyebrows. That could split a man's head open like a cantaloupe. 1, 2, but no, Stone Cold helping out. He just doesn't want CM Punk a part of this matchup. He keeps throwing him away. Uh-oh, Randy up on his feet, but Stone Cold has himself the kendo stick, and an RKO out of nowhere! But Punk back to his feet. What is Punk doing? What are you doing, Punk? Look at what's happening, and Randy wins! I told you taunting would come back to bite you, CM Punk. What the hell is wrong with you? Randy Orton just stamped his ticket to Double Down and could potentially take Venom to new heights. Still have no idea the rest of the team here, but we shall see. Maybe. What the hell? Wait a second. That's Sting. It's Sting. And he is repping Venom colors. We just got the mid-card talent. The man called Sting in a new outfit that looks very, very cool. Sting just made a statement. Holy shit. And I'm just getting word we are about to get the rest of the Venom team in a tag team matchup right here, right now. The debuts are non-stop. And it is Jake the Snake Roberts, and formerly known as Luchasaurus, now going by Fang in the JWA. So Fang and the Snake, a part of Venom. I mean, hell, what's a scarier team? I want you to know. I want to know in the comments. Is it the Third Degree or is it Venom? Right now, you gotta think it's probably Venom. But the Broken Trail, who may have a little bone to pick with these guys after Stone Cold just got attacked by the Stinger. What an absolute monumental episode of JWA, as here we go. Murdoch starting it out against the Snake. As I don't know if he wants me to call him Jake the Snake or just the Snake, as Fang watches on. Rowan, of course, in the very first episode would have been, more appropriate to say, broke his orbital bone. But he is back in action here as Trevor Murdoch. Look at these big clotheslines to Jake the Snake. Jacob the Snake Up Roberts, though, gonna start out with some knees to the face to Murdoch as Fang watches on. I mean, these are some venomous superstars here as boots to the doots. As look at how big. Jake the Snake does not get credit for how tall he was. But look at the knee, and he's going to bring in the monster called Fang. As Fang going right after Murdoch. Of course, Murdoch, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, trying to bring the Broken Trail back to glory, as Stone Cold failed to do so earlier on in the matchup. Fang going to the outside, missing the tag. Rowan in now. This is his first action, and even though he is not a luchador anymore, still showing some good lucha things, as going for the pin. As Rowan still, may have not recovered fully from this orbital fracture, as getting thrown right out of the ring. Now, I hope these boys understand that countouts do not count against either team for a win or a loss, as Rowan, though, understands that, as he's going right after Jake the Snake, but Fang with the kick. Fang getting kicked of his own. My goodness, Eric Rowan basically fighting a handicap match. Where the hell is Murdoch? Jake the Snake getting thrown into the steel steps, whiffing on all these punches. Jake the Snake, the barrier that Fang truly needed. Fang now gonna throw Rowan down. No, Jake the Snake, this is coming to an 8 count. I mean, Venom needs to understand the rules, because as much as it is impressive to pick up a victory, Eric Rowan's gonna get counted out, and Venom is gonna pick up a huge victory. No points for them, though. We alluded to this matchup earlier, but I think it is time for the Hurricane and the Infinity Force to take on the Masked Order. Of course, the Masked Order loses. They will be in the relegation matchup next week against Revolution, but if they can pick up a victory here, things will be shaken up. But of course, Hurricane coming off his biggest win of his JWA career in War Games, eliminating the Academy of Angle. Of course, Rey Mysterio Haven't seen much of him as of late, but here he is. I think we've been working on backstage getting him some new attire. I'm not a huge fan of what I see. You know, it looks like the Bronson Reed attire. It's got a big black mark in the middle. Just not a huge fan. But Rey Mysterio still hyped as ever. And at his ripe age, do you think he could still pull off some of these great big lucha maneuvers as he's going to start it out hot? The Masked Order, all rooting on him backstage as they desperately want him to win and fight off relegation. As Mysterio starting hot with a moonsault. Gonna go for a quick pin though. 1. No, gonna kick out at 1. The Hurricane may be a lot of things, but a quitter is not one of them. Big slamming of the wrist as a stomp to the chest of Mysterio. But he's going to fight it off. This is going to be probably one of the most, just fun watches for me. Now, of course, like I said earlier, if you have some suggestions, oh my God, he misses on that one, for teams. We had some great suggestions as thrown out of the ring is Rey Mysterio. One suggestion, will there be female teams in the future? And if you didn't see my comment, I'm going to comment on that now. Females will be a part of JWA. I'm not talking just a part of a team. They will have their own teams. Who knows? But we did sign some contracts, I'll say that. Some women will definitely be here very soon. Maybe after the relegation of one of these teams. As Rey Mysterio, dude, get back in the ring. Thank you for listening. But speedy enough to get away from the Hurricane as they lock up. And Hurricane gonna just use his strength against Rey Mysterio. And, a clean wrestler. Many people would have taken a cheap shot. Oh, big kick to the knee there. How many surgeries has Rey Mysterio had on his knees, as getting kicked in the dick as well. And a springboard misses the DDT, but he's going to grab a big power bomb. But Rey Mysterio had it scouted all the way, going for the pin, but a kick out of the Hurricane. Again, what do we got? A drop kick. A great matchup right now as Rey Mysterio looking to put his name on the leaderboard as a big DDT. 1. There's no way. Rey Mysterio fights that off like it was nothing. Hurricane finally getting some momentum in this thing. And wait a second, out of nowhere! He calls this the slam of Infinity Force. 1, 2, 3. Are you kidding me? Rey Mysterio and the Masked Order will be going against Revolution against relegation. Jesus. I mean, Triple H and Rey Mysterio, two of the most decorated superstars in the WWE, but when it comes to JWA, it just shows that we're an entirely different beast. As we are here now at JWA Double Down for our first matchup of the night for the United States Championship. This one is taking place in Mexico. You see the Mexican advertisements there, but here comes Vader. Now accompanied by Mark Henry and the Big Show. Now, Big Show taking center stage here. Obviously, Vader gonna be the guy. But look at this. They are truly ready for a fight. As the Big Show again. Hey, dude, you're not fighting for the title, buddy. But that's okay if you want to think that you are. I think that's cool. Now, here comes the sexy boy, the Heartbreak Kid, winning it from Gunther and holding on to it. Can he continue his reign? Now, like I've said in the past, these two have history. Shawn Michaels and Vader have heat. I mean, Shawn Michaels notoriously not a fan of Vader, stomping his head in. But now is a different time. It's a different era. Maybe things could be a little different. As these two gonna fight for the mid-card title, which would be very big for one of these teams. So here we go. Shawn Michaels giving up the title here. Will he get to hold it one more time? That's the real question. Vader is scary. Taking his mask off here in JWA, he could see more, he could breathe more, and we shall see. Shawn Michaels starting out hot with some chops and a DDT. And here we go. A big whiff from Shawn, and now Vader's in control. Stomping on the hand. My goodness, how's he gonna finger his wife? I'm so sorry. I don't know what I just said. Big clothesline. And look at this, moonsault! Shawn Michaels already showing Vader there are levels to this game. And whoever loses will be getting -2 points. Now, since it's a title match, whoever wins, though, gets +5 points for their team. And the Final Breed certainly could use that. As Vader now into the Timekeeper's area, throwing Shawn Michaels back towards the ring. Of course, this is brought to you by whatever the hell it says over there. Rosatas El Rosembogarillos. Subscribe to Jago. I believe it's what it's saying. As Vader now in trouble at a 7 count. Now, they may not get me. Uh-oh. Shawn, don't taunt. We saw CM Punk taunt and lose himself the matchup. As Vader now has the lock, and he's going to try to go for a back suplex. But Shawn fighting it off with every ounce of strength he has. But Vader just far too strong. Vader whipping him around like a schoolboy on a Thursday. And the big slam down. And now Vader in all sorts of control with a big knee to the face of Shawn. Rated R. Oof. Of course, not only hold the United States Championship, maybe not for too much longer, but they also have the Money in the Bank as Edge clasping at that thing. Haven't seen Edge in quite a while, though. But a big stomp to Shawn and a big drop of the leg onto Shawn's wrist. I mean, my goodness, his wife is going to be unsatisfied for ages. Why am I talking like this? JWA Jaggle and normal video Jaggle, two different people. JWA Jaggle is all professional, baby. Everything else is not. As big punches in bunches for Vader. Vader setting something up. He is just brutalizing the body. Now, this would be big if Vader could hit himself a Vader bomb. Could potentially collapse the chest of Shawn Michaels. As he may be going for it right now. I'm Nostradamus over here. Vader setting it up. Big Show and Mark Henry eating it up like it's a buffet that they go to. Vader bomb. Michaels in trouble. 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion. United States. It is Vader time. As what a big victory for Vader. Earning 5 points for the Final Breed. And unfortunately for Shawn Michaels, rated R, dropping 2 points. Wow, a big victory for Vader, but we have no time to settle as we are going right in to our tag team action. Luckily enough for the tag champs, it's just going to be a 2-on-2 tag matchup against the Boss Empire, who's had opportunity after opportunity, but now going after the title. If they don't win this, I could definitely see them falling down the power rankings for sure. As Obafemi and Omos going up against the scary, scary team of the Hollow in the Prince and the Priest. Now, of course, they won a big fatal 4-way tag match as they just squeaked out a victory. What will we see here today? Of course, Bray Wyatt, a part and the leader of this team, very happy of what he's seeing. Hopefully, he could be happy with a title defense here. JWA Tag Champs on the line. +5 points for the winner. -2 for the loser here at Double Down. And ladies and gentlemen, get your wieners out. This is normal Jaggle coming out again. What is going on? As we cut right into the middle of the match because we had some technical difficulties. But Obafemi starting out real hot. As the Prince, though, with a big lariat and sending Oba to the canvas. Now, The Rock, just watching on, has to be a little disappointed in what he's seeing in the Boss Empire. Of course, Jacob Fatu will be a part of the big Royal Rumble matchup later tonight. Hopefully he can make The Rock proud and bring home some points for his team. As the Prince, they're so similar, the Prince and the Priest, I don't know, as calling for the springboard. And will he get it? He will! No, he won't! As Obafemi trying to bring in Omos, and he will. Things are about to get big as Omos slamming the knuckles to the back of the Prince. Oh my goodness. One. No, just a 1 count. As going back out to the outside. Uh-oh. Omos now. As we are cutting again to Obafemi. As big power bomb. Can this be it? Will we have new tag champs? My goodness, the Prince in trouble. Obafemi gonna call. Oh no! Thought we were gonna get a tag there. As Obafemi gonna get the hot tag. The Prince may not have seen it because Omos, the legal man. As big elbows to the head. I mean, hitting an elbow to the head of Omos is like smacking a ruler against a watermelon. It's just not going to do much. Do you like that? Is that a metaphor or simile? I don't know. But big elbow again to the head. And will this just tenderize Omos here? Only a 1 count. You got to think you got to hit a finisher here there, Priest. Fuck. As, like I said, a finisher could do it, and the slam down, the choke slam. Obafemi gonna try to break it up, and he will. Good tag team action here. What is the Priest gonna do? Whiffs on the slam, but a big clothesline. As Omos smartly rolling to the corner. The Priest calling for it, though. Look at this, running towards the camera, running into Omos. He's calling for another choke slam. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, he's not. A big punch. The final shot, if you will. 1, 2, 3. And the Hollow retain. My goodness, what a matchup. We haven't seen many people retain the title. You love to see it when it happens. The Hollow with 5 points for their team and -2 points for the Boss Empire. I mean, that may put them in relegation as well. We gotta check the standings at the end of the video, but my goodness, hopefully Jacob Fatu later on can get some points for them. I mean, who knows what happened? That's a huge main event because every elimination worth 1 point. You know what? Fuck it. Every elimination worth 2 points here at Double Down because now it's double up as Gunther coming in. And this is our hair versus exile matchup. Gunther will not be allowed near the New Age if he loses. But if he wins, AJ Styles has to cut his hair and beard. Could you imagine what AJ would look like now with the TNA look? But AJ is here. He is ready. Can we see it happen? Maybe one of the most anticipated matchups we have, honestly. As the Phenomenal One looking not only to keep his hair, but get some points for the New Age with a victory here. The Imperial Order don't need more points as a back suplex right on the back of the head. As Gunther looking not so good to start out with a smacking suplex to the canvas. But, I mean, everything comes to an end. Especially when it comes to victories against Gunther as he turns the neck of AJ Styles into mincemeat. And the the butt to the dick move. My God, what a devastating maneuver. But AJ Styles has watched Gunther dismantle his team. Oh my goodness, of course the Motor City Machine Guns still going strong. And with James Storm as well, a part of the Pele Kick, by the way, a part of the new age here. We shall see how he performs in his first pay-per-view later on tonight. Now it's going to only be 20 superstars in that Royal Rumble. So you gotta make every elimination count. Big knee to the gut of AJ, and the chops are here now. Gunther and his chops, but there he goes onto the outside. Even if you lose via countout, you lose. AJ looking, I guess there are no countouts, but my goodness. AJ slamming onto the outside, big knee to the face as well from Gunther, the dick to the wiener. Wait, the dick to the wiener? Oh, he went for it again, butt to the wiener. Oh my God. Double down, baby. Remember the double down? Was it called the double down at KFC? I missed that. I'm fat. Oh my God. A pile driver. No moves are banned here at JWA, and a kendo stick for your troubles, my man, as AJ Styles going back into the ring. Kendo stick seems to be the weapon of choice, as going for the roll-up, the quick ring general, but no, AJ spinning him around. One, no, but it's Gunther's time. One, but they break it up. Can you imagine? That's how this ends. AJ with a nice forearm, but not quite a phenomenal one yet, as he's going for, oh, his submission maneuver. He's got it. Gunther not known to tap, and immediately just breaking out of that hold. And the swinging neck breaker to AJ Styles. He is reeling now. You gotta think Gunther wants to inflict so much pain, and he's going for the rear naked choke, and he's got him on the canvas. AJ looks to fade, but big elbow to the gut. He's going for the pin. Shoulders on the mat. No, Gunther had it scouted as well. These two looking like GMs with how much they're scouting each other. Big springboard moonsault. This could be it. One. Only a one count. The funniest thing is this is the first Gunther matchup against a main card talent. Gunther, a former United States champion, he could make his way into the main event scene any day now, especially with a victory over AJ, throwing him into the ref. A very dirty maneuver, and that's going to cause a power bomb. Is that all she wrote? Two. Boom. Put a cork in the fat lady because she ain't singing yet. Gunther now looking for a weapon. You would think a ring general wouldn't resort to this kind of violence, but AJ Styles still is... I don't know, guys. Oh my goodness. It's very late at night. The chops smacking. You can hear them from 2 towns over. As Gunther just tenderizing AJ with a big knee to the face. Uh-oh. He is Gunthering up, if you will. Big knee to the face as well. I mean, the facial hair may have taken some of that, but next matchup, he may not have that cushion. As the ring general going up to the top rope. It is time for an Imperial Order. He is raising AJ to his feet now. He wants it all. And big drop kick. High risk, but will it be high reward? 1, 2. No, AJ fighting for every fan of TNA out there. And he survives another pinfall. Gunther, though, is not going to let him off easy. This ain't no 6-sided ring, AJ. This is JWA. As he's slamming him down. Oh, but AJ finally had him ready. Oh, but Gunther, just too good. Gunther's really only experienced a couple of losses, but on pay-per-view, only the one against Shawn Michaels. But AJ was the deciding factor in that. No. Oh, my God. A torture rack. And that's going to send AJ to the outside. And Gunther just waiting for him. Gunther, you can't do anything up there, buddy. He is chopping the air. He's chopping John Cena. Well, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned John Cena. We don't have him under contract yet, but we're working on it, ladies and gents. Big clothesline to AJ, and my goodness, AJ's gonna need a hero, but he may see a barber instead. But AJ, come on! Everybody's rooting for you, bud. We want you to keep that long, luxurious hair. But Gunther says no, slamming him down. 1, 2, 3, and Gunther is not exiled, but AJ Styles will get styled with a new haircut. My goodness, I can't wait to see that. And just like this, my goodness, no commercial breaks, nothing between matches. That's why JWA may be the best promotion out there, as this is our title main event before the big Royal Rumble later. It is The Undertaker versus Randy Orton. Now, Randy Orton, of course, stamped his ticket because CM Punk is a stupid idiot boy. But Venom could do exactly what the Grave Riders did last episode and go from bad to top of the leaderboard. We shall see. But, of course, Imperial Order, that was not a title matchup, so only going to get the 1 point for the victory, but the New Age getting -2 because, of course, it's Double Down. Now Taker just playing to the crowd, but could this be his swan song as he's getting ready to go up against the Viper, the Madman who hears voices, the leader of Revolution, in Randy Orton. Just a rebrand could change a man's career. I mean, hell, look at Charles Wright. Look at Umaga. Look at who else? Kane. All these different people changed their gimmicks, changed how they looked at the wrestling ring, and became legends. Now, can Randy Orton put his name in the record books as a JWA title holder? We shall see. Taker, Orton, here we go. Missing on the uppercut to start this thing out. Randy, though, he's going to use his smart tactical ability to get to Taker early. But Taker fighting it off. He's trying to break this maneuver, break this hold. I mean, Undertaker more of the submission specialist with the Hell's Gates, but Randy just feeling himself as big boot to the face to frickin' Undertaker, man. Undertaker, you really need to get back to your feet. You are the World Heavyweight Champion for a reason, beating the monumental reign of Stone Cold Steve Austin, who got beat up by Sting. Maybe we'll see the Stinger, as Randy already calling. He listened to the voices in his head, but he's going to go with the big punch instead, as Undertaker throwing Randy around now. But Randy, this is reverse central over here. Big Evil, 1. No. The big man going to kick out at only a 1 count. You got to think Venom is very happy with what they're seeing out of Randy Orton, as a big leg drop to Orton, as these two going head to head, and a big swinging DDT. Undertaker in control, and another big clothesline. Orton smartly going out of the ring here, but not too long before he's sent right back into this thing. Going for the pin. We've got a 1, 2, no, a kick out from Orton. Orton's ready to strike any second, but a big elbow is going to really hamper any offense that he can muster up at this point, as Taker going for a big leg drop. My goodness, Taker, wait a second. Oh my goodness. Rated R and Edge. Is he really going to cash in? Is this about to be a triple threat? Are you kidding me? Edge officially has, oh my God, he cashed in his Money in the Bank, and officially this is a triple threat. And Orton laying down on, I don't think he knows that Edge is in this matchup. And hell, after that DDT, I don't know if Edge knows it. A big choke slam, but no, Edge. I mean, speaking of the ultimate opportunist, Edge is here, and a part of this matchup, Snake Eyes to Orton, of course, very apt, as Edge wants to bring some pain into this thing. Now that it's a triple threat, is it a no DQ? I guess that's how this works. And look at this, putting him in the electric chair, slamming him down. Hopefully they sponged his forehead because the Undertaker is not looking too good. Edge now calling for the spear, and there he is! Does he realize that Orton's also in this matchup? As Orton going to get Edge out of here. Now these two, of course, have their history in WWE, but a clean slate here in the JWA as Edge beaten down on Orton. Big jumping clothesline, classic Undertaker, and now Taker gonna try to take control, but Edge just too fast and too fresh. I mean, coming in a little over halfway through this thing as Edge gonna slam him down with a flapjack. It's a 1, but Orton saying, no, sir, I earned this shot. But hell, so did Edge. I believe Edge and Orton were both in the same Money in the Bank matchup, but Edge was the one to get that briefcase. Orton rolling out to the outside. Edge looking for something, and it's an execution-matic. I don't remember which one. Is this it? Is Edge going to cash in? But the banker says that is declined. The Undertaker still alive, but for how much longer? As Orton just stalking his prey on the outside. Undertaker with some ham hocks of his own. Orton looks like a scary son of a bitch out there. I don't know if I'm seeing this right. Is Orton cut open? As Edge, yes, I believe Orton is cut open. I wonder what did that. But a big Samoan drop, or a Viper drop, if you will. Now, of course, Undertaker doesn't have to be pinned to lose his title. He won't lose any points. But, hell, losing the title probably stings a little more. As Edge and Orton, the only two men in this ring, as Orton gets speared! This could do it! Like I said, Edge could be the one! 1, 2! But Orton kicks out on his own because Undertaker wasn't there in time to break it up. And now he is seeing how truly scary Edge is in this matchup. I mean, I called it earlier. We haven't seen a lot of Edge, but he was biding his time as Edge breaking up the pin, as he is looking potentially to spear the Undertaker out of his own shoes. Turn around, Edge! Turn around! Oh, Edge! Good thing, because Orton was using some sneaky tactics there. As Orton now thrown into the corner by Edge. And Edge looking to take the ultimate opportunity to win this matchup. Hanging Orton and slamming him on the neck. But Undertaker showing why he's the champion. Taking everything these guys are giving him and just spitting in the face of every maneuver. Big throw down there from Edge. Edge in the corner. And uh-oh, it's chokeslam time. He's up and down. Orton, stop! Freaking, oh, get into the matchup at the last second. Could you imagine how Orton would have felt if that's how this one ended? With Edge being the one eating the pin. He's looking to get something going here. As both of these men down and Orton the only one. But watch out, turn around. Big clothesline. Classic Orton. You gotta think, oh my goodness. Working on every limb of the Undertaker. Edge watching on with a smile on his face. Yes, tenderize. Tenderize him for me. Let's look at this, a springboard backdrop. And now Edge and Orton, the only two in the ring. And he's calling for something. Is this an RKO? Boom! Taker's out of the matchup. Can this do it? 1, 2, and Venom in my freaking, oh my God, running through my veins. Just like the Grave Riders, Randy Orton is picking up a huge victory. 5 points for his team. And the Grave Riders not even a part of the pin. Not losing any points, but losing the title. As Edge losing 2 points for Rated R. So the cash in unsuccessful. You gotta feel for Edge, but you gotta feel for The Undertaker. But Venom may have been the greatest rebrand in history, because not only did Orton just absolutely go bell to bell, but he's got Sting, Fang, and the Snake on his side. I could see this team looking real scary in the future. Thank you, Randy. I am getting word that we've got our entrants for number 1 and number 2 waiting backstage for their opportunity. 2 points for each elimination. And the Grave Riders, their fortunes continue to dwindle. At the number 1 spot is Karrion Kross. But you gotta think it this way. Maybe the number 1 spot is good. If you get 10 eliminations but lose, you're getting your team 20 damn points. So maybe this is big for Karrion Kross, who is coming out at the number 2 spot. Who is this? It's James Storm, another part of a team that's had a rough night so far. Hopefully he can send his team home happy, as the New Age's James Storm gonna go one-on-one to start this thing with Karrion Kross. 2 points per elimination, no points if you get eliminated, and 5 points for a victory. So even if you get no eliminations, 5 points is very nice for your team. As Karrion Kross already getting thrown in the corner. Will James Storm get the first 2 points? As Karrion Kross fighting it off, number 3 already approaching. Who's it gonna be, ladies and gents? Big elbow to the face, and it is Wade Barrett at number 3. Something stupid that 2K25 does is if I shut off the HUD, they don't show the graphics as well. But I prefer a clean HUD, so just remember, Barrett's at number 3. Of course, a part of the Next World Order. Now, obviously, there could still be some mid-card talent joining this matchup. It is not going to just be every person, you know, it could be whoever. So, winning doesn't mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. There could be some mid-card guys, and literally as I say that, here comes Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes in his singlet. He is working with a seamstress to get some new attire, because people do not like the singlet on Cody. But Cody Rhodes is here, and he is going to stamp an elbow right to the chest of James Storm, who's gonna need some beer money, as Barrett throwing Cody into the ropes, trying to get an elimination. But look at this drop kick, as we are getting entrant number 5. Still no points on the board, but here comes a tag team guy. See, this is wild. Akam. Oh no, I thought that was Akam. Gonna be 100%. I need glasses. Solo Sikoa, so is a mid-card guy for the Iron Tribe. At least I had the right team. Solo Sikoa getting his mush punched in here. Of course, he was a part of that Battle Royal earlier on, as the Grave Riders trying to eliminate and get some points for their team. Barrett holding on by one finger. The Next World Order, though, going to fight it off, as here comes number 6, the Broken Trails, Dominic Mysterio. Won their very first matchup in the Underground match last episode. Can he get some points? As Wade Barrett now in trouble. Barrett also a part of that Battle Royal, eliminating Christian immediately. Jericho was not too plussed about that, but Jericho, you know, he'll have to do his own thing. As Barrett fighting it off. Number 7, still not an elimination on the board, as big sidewalk slam, and here comes Kane, the leader of Hellfire. So a lot of guys that are leaders that haven't had so many opportunities, they are getting their opportunity here, and it looks like we have a little modification to Kane's mask tonight. more of the black than the red. I like it. But still nobody getting eliminated as the Grave Riders, Karrion Kross still in this from the number 1 spot. Big back suplex. Dominic Mysterio with the whipping neck breaker there. And number 8, who's it gonna be? It is, I can't see. Guys, I'm blind as a bat. Is that Jacob Fatu? There we go. Jacob Fatu coming in here. Of course, the Boss Empire not having themselves a great day. Honestly, a great year. So we need Jacob Fatu to get some eliminations. Going for a springboard elbow, but missing on that. Now, this is the maximum amount of people that can be in a ring right now as Karrion Kross slamming down Solo Sikoa. Cody Rhodes nearly got thrown out of this thing. Solo! I hate you, Solo, because he is eliminated. It got cut out, but Solo eliminated, and the Grave Riders get 2 points. So, good thing Karrion Kross came in at the number 1 spot. He's right now leading the points, getting 2 for his squad. Now, there are no negative points in this iteration of this Rumble, so Solo will be fine as James Storm trying not to storm his way back to the gorilla position because he is holding on for dear life. Somebody already busted open. I think it may be Cody. But Cody is a guy I could see going a long way in this thing. Let's see. Kane now throwing James Storm into the ring post here. But look at this, Jacob Fatu. Big maneuver as Cody Rhodes going for the springboard, and there he goes. He gets Dom on that one. Here comes Christian. I'm just kidding. Christian, one of my faves. And Dominic Mysterio, go back. 2 points for the American Dream Team as Christian trying to get some points for his team. My goodness. Kane throwing Fatu. If he gets eliminated, I could see scorched earth happening with The Rock. As Dominic Mysterio, I can't believe what a performance. Not a good one, but a performance nonetheless. Speaking of a good performance, look at Karrion Kross, big boots. Could you imagine him getting another 2 points as Cody? Big moonsault. Cody, the only other member to have an elimination. And look at this! A big, big slam down, and Barrett now in all sorts of trouble as Barrett. Is he going to get eliminated? That's another 2 points for the American Dream Team as Christian hanging on. So 4 points for Cody Rhodes. Are you kidding me? Cody looking to go bell to bell here. As there goes Jacob Fatu, not a single point for the Boss Empire. As one Next World Order member leaves, and here comes Seth Rollins. And it was Karrion Kross to eliminate him, so another 2 points for the Grave Riders. I mean, this could turn out to be a positive night. Undertaker doesn't lose a point for his team because he... Oh, well, maybe I spoke too soon. Another 2 points for the American Dream Team, 6 points for them, 4 for the Grave Riders, so that'll end their night unless we see more. And Christian getting the first, well, no, that's not right, but 2 points for his squad as the New Age gonna lose James Storm. Seth Rollins in for the Next World Order, so 2 members of that team as here comes Sheamus. Haven't seen Sheamus since he won the 6-shot briefcase to potentially cash that in for 6 guaranteed points at any point during a match. But, I mean, Cody Rhodes with 6 points, that is more than an actual title win. Hellfire hasn't done much, but Kane's still in this thing, hoping to at least get 1 elimination as Sheamus fighting off Christian, who got his team 2 points, the 3rd degree. Big slamming of his face into the ropes. I've already lost count of who's in and who's out, but Hellfire getting some help. in Braun Strowman with a new mask, and he's going right after his own teammates and eliminated him. Is that smart or stupid? He gets 2 points as Christian fighting off, but Hellfire getting 2 points. Okay. I mean, that may have been smart. Maybe they worked that out in the back. As Strowman getting 2 points for Hellfire. Cody Rhodes fighting off Christian here. And a big knee. And here comes Gallows. Now, this is a Grave Rider. So they have an opportunity to get more points on the board. Of course, Karrion Kross got 2 eliminations, 4 points for his team. Gallows can potentially do even more damage. Haven't seen much of Gallows either, with him and Wolfgang been on the shelf, as Sheamus trying to eliminate Strowman. That's going to be a tough dude to put over the ropes. As, look at this. Will Strowman get eliminated? No. Too big and too fresh. Just like a Subway sandwich. And here comes another member of the American Dream Team. Are you kidding me? Already with 6 points, and Jack Swagger gonna try to make it even more. They could end up cleaning house as Gallows nearly gets eliminated. Seth Rollins whiffs on the kick, but behind him, Sheamus with a big clothesline. And Sheamus now going for a powerbomb on Seth, but Seth reversing it. Christian with a nice bulldog there, reverse bulldog if you will. An Alabama slammer, an Irish slammer. And here comes Pig, a part of the Hollow. The biggest performer, I mean him and Strowman. I mean, I think he's making Strowman look tiny. But Pig, another guy who has had his opportunities, and a stomp to Sheamus. Strowman reversing Jack Swagger. Pig trying to end the big reign of the American Dream Team. Swagger trying to eliminate Christian, and even more points for the American Dream Team. That's 8 on the matchup. Even if they don't win, my goodness, this is their match. Sheamus, oh my goodness, trying to eliminate Gallows. Will there be no more extra points for the Grave Riders? As Sheamus, you gotta chop him. Chop him down like a cherry tree, baby. But it looks like he will. So no more points for Grave Riders unless I'm mistaken and there's more. Will Wolfgang be a part of this? But it looks like Sheamus will get 2 points for the Global Alliance, who really have been quiet as a running power slam to him. Cody now busted open. Pig trying to take advantage and at least get one of these 2 American Dream Team guys out. And there goes one of them as Pig gets the elimination. 2 points for the Hollow. So not only do they get 5 points on the retain of their titles, but also they get 2 points here. So up to 7 on the night. As Sheamus now throwing Seth into the corner. And here comes Revolution's Batista. This may be their biggest opportunity. Batista's got to get himself some big eliminations, because next week, 2 teams going up in a relegation matchup. And if he doesn't get points, you would think they are going to be a part of it. I know. So we got to see what is happening with them. So here we go. We're getting to the end here, though, as Seth fighting off Cody. Cody's been in here a very long time, as here comes Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Gun. So the New Age going to be getting another competitor, which is very good for them if they've had a rough night. And swinging neck breaker to Seth Rollins. As Batista, dude, if you get eliminated here, that just puts your team in such a bad scenario. As Pig with the big, they got to get Cody out of here. I mean, my goodness. As here comes the Great Khali, a part of Infinity Force. Of course, the Infinity Force have had their share of good luck lately. And Pink going up against Pink like a lesbian bar fight, as big DDT to the Pig, And Batista, please, for the love of God, get an elimination. Sheamus now going for a big slam on Batista. And the crossroads to Pig. Are you seriously going to tell me they're going to get 10 points? Cody, just an absolute monster. And Hellfire, who's already had 2 competitors, Snitsky in here with a new mask for himself. Maybe they're just showing off their new masks. I mean, good for Hellfire, but really they've only gotten 2 points, and that was on an elimination from their own team. Pig now eliminated. The Global Alliance gets another 2 points. Sheamus now up to 4. Wow. Wow, wow. Uh-oh. But now Sheamus in trouble. Alex Shelley in trouble. Big slam down on the neck. And it is looking like Cody Rhodes is wanting another one. Oh my goodness. Batista, come on, Bubby. Come on, baby boy. He is now in trouble. As Khali, though, trying to get some infinity. Are you the Hellfire? Oh my God. I was going to say, you guys are terrible. Cody Rhodes now in trouble, but he's going to fight it off. If Cody Rhodes wins this entire thing, I swear to God, they're going to be the number 1. It's like, it's going to happen. As he does not look too happy about it. Big, oh my God, diving crossbody as Sheamus throwing him across the ring. And who is coming out next? It is JBL and the Imperial Order. They already got a win today. Seth Rollins fighting off Batista. Big clothesline from hell. I saw it right out of the corner of my eye. And JBL trying to get rid of Hellfire. And there he goes, getting 2 points immediately. Cody Rhodes now is eliminated. The next World Order getting 2 points. And Cody not going to go bell to bell here. As JBL trying to eliminate the Great Khali, but Batista trying to eliminate him. Come on, Batista. Do anything for me, Daddy-O. I think this is actually the end. I think all the competitors that are going to be in this matchup are already in the matchup. As Alex Shelley gonna fight off the Great Khali. As Sheamus busting open Seth. Seth now gonna try to hold on for dear life. Oh, one more punch and he's out, but Sheamus just turns his back on him. Batista basically just sealed the fate of Revolution because getting no points in this matchup is pretty much a death sentence. JBL just doing amazing as Shelley fighting off Sheamus now. The Great Khali fighting off Seth Rollins. Great Khali is holding on. Global Force has not gotten a point yet tonight, but they have gotten a point in the episodes, which is very nice. Down to the final 5 tonight. Who do we have winning this thing? My money? You know what? I'm going Dark Horse. Give me Give me the Great Khali. Getting 2 points for his team. Very nice. Alex Shelley, goodbye. Down to the final 4. One of these men will get 5 points for his team and pretty much guaranteed 7 points for their team because they got to get the final elimination unless they throw themselves out. And the Global Alliance with another 2 points. I believe they're up to 6, maybe even 8, but looking very good. So even if you don't win this matchup, you're coming out looking like a pair of peaches. That's not a saying. Seth Rollins going after the Imperial Order, and the next World Order could be next up for a title shot as Seth Rollins trying to eliminate JBL, bringing him into the corner. But a big elbow to the face of Seth Rollins. Big elbows as well. Watch out for the brogue kick of the Global. I don't like the green on blue of Sheamus. It's just ugly. We will have to change that. As Sheamus getting thrown into the corner, and a big elbow as Sheamus now trying to eliminate JBL, and there he goes. We're down to 2. It's Sheamus and Seth, and a big knee to the face of Seth Rollins. Now, if Sheamus could win this thing, he could cash in his 6-shot title to not only get 5 points, but get an additional 6. My goodness. Oh my goodness, that might have been a little too premature of my dream booking, because the next World Order is looking pretty solid. Seth freaking Rollins is going to eliminate Sheamus for the win. What a matchup, and double down with a huge success rate tonight. One of the biggest pay-per-views we've ever put on. Congratulations to Seth. Congratulations to you for making it all the way to the end of this video. Of course, that's the only way you're gonna see the final standings. As you can see, Imperial Order still on top with 18 points. Broken Trail don't move at all. The American Dream Team moves up all the way 6 spots there. But look at Global Alliance. Even though they don't win, Sheamus put on a great performance getting 8 points for his squad. The next World Order there at number 7 got 9 points. And as you can see, that's actually supposed to say the Boss Empire, not the Final Empire. The Boss Empire, Masked Order, the New Age, and Revolution, all on the chopping block. We shall see how that all shakes up next episode. Hope you guys enjoy. Sub so you can see everything. It's going to be a great time. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.